Welcome to my channel, guys. Today I'm gonna play the Last Wish project. It is a mod project for The Witcher that follows the story of the first book. I actually played a small part in one of these tales, but the first tale has just been released. This project is amazing, guys. I'm very happy to be part of it, and yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm very curious about the results. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Redania, Salt Marshes, Autumn, 1246. That's a bad omen right there, mate. Better prepare yourself for the nasty fucking bits in the forest. Very nice intro. Dramatic. I like it. Whoa, Roach.
A human femur. Childs. Kikimora's made home here. The queen has got to be nearby. Maybe a hungry witcher got lucky.
Oh, there are the nasty freaking creatures. Freaking Kikimori. Kikimora, I mean. Alright, this must be the location of the queen. Okay. Damn, you're fucking ugly. That was pretty easy. Oh,
It's forbidden, I tell you, forbidden, God
just
damn
appeared
it!
out of nowhere.
Can't you understand what I say, you scoundrel? What? By all the gods, is that you, Geralt? Do my eyes deceive me? But take it away, you boor! You deaf?
I said, away something must be given to his lordship. Otherwise...
Who said? Who? That I supposedly take bribes? I won't allow it, I say. Away with you. Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Kelderman.
You haven't been here for a good 2 years, Geralt, eh? You can never stay in one place for long, can you? Where you coming from? Ah, dog's arse, what's the difference where? Aye, somebody bring us some beer. Sit down, Geralt, sit down. It's mayhem here because we've the market tomorrow. How are things with you? Tell me.
Later. Come outside first.
My, all the gods, Geralt. What is it?
A Kikimora. Is there any reward for it?
From where?
On the dike. Not some 4 miles from town. On the swamps. Caldermain. People must have disappeared there. Children.
Well, yes, true enough, but nobody... Who could have guessed? Hey, folks, go home, get back to work. This isn't a show. Cover it up, Geralt. Flies are gathering. Oh, there's no reward. No one suspected there was something like that lurking in the salt marshes. It's true, several people have disappeared in those parts, but hardly anyone loitered on that dike. And why were you there? Why weren't you taking the main road?
It's hard for me to make a living on the main roads, Caldermain.
No, I forgot. And this used to be such a peaceful neighborhood. Even imps only rarely pissed in the women's milk. And here, right next to us, some sort of Felis spectre. It's only fitting I thank you, because as for paying you, I can't. I haven't the funds.
That's a shame. I could do with a small sum to get through the winter. I'm making my way to Ispaden, but I don't know if I'll get there before the snow blocks the way. I might get stuck in one of the little towns under the Tonsky Road.
Do you plan to stay long in Blaviken?
No, I've no time to waste. Winter's coming.
Where are you going to stay? With me, perhaps? There's an empty room in the attic. Why get fleeced by the innkeepers, those thieves? We'll have a chat, and you can tell me what's happening in the big wide world.
Willingly. But what will Libush have to say about it? It was quite obvious last time that she's not very keen on me.
The women don't have a say in my house. But just between us, don't do what you did during supper last time in front of her again.
You mean when I threw my fork at that rat?
No, I mean when you hit it. Even in the dark.
I thought it would be amusing.
It was. But don't do it in front of Libusha. Listen, this, what's it called? Kikamura. Do you need it for anything?
What would I want it for? You can have them throw it in the cesspool if there's no reward for it.
Well, that's not a bad idea. Hey, Koralka, Borg, Carry Pebble, any of you there? Carry Pebble, get someone to help you and take this junkie with a muck wrapped up in the horse blanket. Lead it past the pigsties, chuck the Kikimora in the cesspool, understood?
At your command, but... Alderman, sir.
What?
Maybe before we drown the hideous thing...
Well?
We could show it to Master Irian. It might be useful to him.
You're not stupid, Carry Pebble. Listen, Geralt, maybe a local wizard will spare you something for that carcass. The fishermen bring in the oddest of fish, octopodes, clapatters, herongs. Many have made some money on them. Come on, let's go to the tower.
You've got yourselves a wizard. Is he here for good or only passing?
For good. Master Irian. He's been living in Blaviken for a year. A powerful magus, Geralt. You'll see that from his very appearance.
I doubt whether a powerful magus will pay for a Kikimora. As far as I know, it's not needed for any elixirs. Your Irian will only insult me, no doubt. We witches and wizards don't love each other.
I've never heard of Master Irian insulting anyone. I can't swear that he'll pay you, but there's no harm in trying. There might be more Kikimoras like that on the marshes, and what then? Let the wizard look at the monster and cast some sort of spell on the marshlands or something. Just in case.
Very well, Caldermain. I'll risk a meeting with Master Irian. We will meet by the tower in, say, 1 hour.
Right. Carry Pebble, chase the kids away. Bring the floppy ears. Where's my hat?
Yeah, that must be the tower. The mop is looking good, guys. There we are.
He's renovated it, I see. With spells or Did he have you working at it?
Spells, chiefly.
What's he like, this Irian?
Decent. He helps people, but he's a recluse. Doesn't say much. He rarely leaves the tower. Alderman Caldemain greets you with a case for Master Irian. With him greets you Witcher Geralt, with respect to the same case.
Master Irian is not receiving. Leave, my good people. Master Irian is not receiving. Leave, my good...
I'm not a good person. I'm a witcher. That thing on the cart is a Kikimora, and I killed it not far from town. It is the duty of every resident wizard to look after the safety of the neighborhood. Master Irian does not have to honor me with conversation, does not have to receive me, if that is his will, but let him examine the Kikimora and draw his own conclusions. Carry Pebble, unstrap the Kikimora, and throw it down by the door.
Geralt, you're going to leave, but I'm going to have to...
Let's go, Caldemain. Carry Pebble. Take that finger out of your nose and do as I said.
Yeah,
One
just leave the
By the gods,
freaking ugly
Geralt,
side on the doorstep.
is that really you?
I'm losing patience. Yes, it's really me. So what?
Come up to the door. Alone. I'll let you in.
What about the Kikimora?
Oh, to hell with it. I want to talk to you, Geralt. Just you. Forgive me, Alderman.
Ah, what's it to me, Master Irian? Take care, Geralt. We'll see each other later. Carry Pebble into the cesspool with the monster.
Just a moment. Geralt, over here.
Ah, I see.
At last. Greetings, Witcher.
Stregobor.
He is one nasty old fuck, I tell you.
Is that an illusion
Oh,
too?
yes,
It
he
is, like everything here. But it is, my friend, a first-class illusion. The flowers smell. You can eat the apples. The bee can sting you, and she... You can...
Maybe later.
Quite right. What are you doing here, Geralt? Are you still toiling away? Killing the last representatives of dying species for money? How much did you get for the Kikimora? Nothing, I guess. Or you wouldn't have come here. And to think that there are people who don't believe in destiny. Unless you knew about me. Did you?
No, I didn't. It's the last place I could have expected you, if my memory serves me correctly. You used to live in a similar tower in Kovir. A great deal has changed since then, such as your name. Apparently, you're Master Irian now.
That's the name of the man who created this tower. He died about 200 years ago, and I thought it right to honor him in some way since I occupied his abode. Most of the inhabitants live off the sea, and, as you know, my speciality, apart from illusions, is weather. Sometimes I'll calm a storm, sometimes conjure one up, sometimes drive schools of Whitting and Cod closer to the shores with the westerly wind. I can survive. That is, I could.
How come I could? Why the change of name?
Destiny has many faces. Mine is beautiful on the outside and hideous on the inside. She has stretched her bloody talons towards me.
You've not changed a bit, Stregobor. You're talking nonsense while making wise and meaningful faces. Can't you speak normally?
I can. I can if that makes you happy. I made it all the way here, hiding and running from a monstrous being that wants to murder me. My escape proved in vain. It found me. In all probability, it's going to try to kill me tomorrow, or at the latest, The day after.
Now I understand.
My facing death doesn't impress you much, does it?
That's the way of the world. Men hang from trees at the roadside. Brigands slash merchants' throats. At every step in town, you trip over corpses in the gutters. So why should a death threat impress me? And one directed at you at that.
One directed at me at that. And I considered you a friend. Counted on your help.
Our last meeting was in the court of King Edi of Kovir. I'd come to be paid for killing the Amphisbona, which had been terrorizing the neighborhood. You and your compatriot Zavist vied with each other to call me a charlatan, a thoughtless murdering machine. And now you say you're counting on my help. Don't get all puffed up like a frog magician. Tell me, what's threatening you? We'll see what can be done.
Have you heard of the curse of the Black Sun?
Except it was called the Mania of Mad Eltibald, after the wizard who started the lark and caused dozens of girls, from good, even noble families, to be murdered or imprisoned in towers. They were supposed to have been possessed by demons, cursed, contaminated by the Black Sun, because that's what you called the most ordinary eclipse in the world.
Eltibald wasn't mad at all. He deciphered the writing on Dauk menhirs, on tombstones in the Vosgon necropolises, and examined the legends and traditions of Wertuts. All of them spoke of the eclipse in no uncertain terms. The Black Sun was to announce the imminent return of Lilith, still honored in the East under the name of Nia, and the extermination of the human race. Lilith's path was to be prepared by 60 women wearing golden crowns who would fill the river valleys with blood.
Nonsense. And what's more, it doesn't rhyme. All decent predictions rhyme. Everyone knows what Eltibald and the Council of Wizards had in mind at the time. You took advantage of a madman's ravings to strengthen your own authority, to break up alliances, ruin marriage allegiances, stir up dynasties.
You can have your reservations about Eltibald's theories, about how the predictions were interpreted, but you can't challenge the fact that there have been horrendous mutations among girls born just after the eclipse. I was present when they did an autopsy on one of them. Geralt, what we found inside the skull and marrow could not be described. Some sort of red sponge. The internal organs were all mixed up. Some were missing completely. Everything was covered in moving cilia, bluish-pink shreds. The heart was 6-chambered, with 2 chambers practically atrophied. What do you say to that?
I've seen people with eagle's talons instead of hands, people with a wolf's fangs, people with additional joints, additional organs, and additional senses, all of which were the effects of your messing about with magic.
One can have a wolf's fangs and go no further than bearing them at the trollops and taverns. Or one can have a wolf's nature too, and attack children. And that's just how it was with the girls who were born after the eclipse. Their outright insane tendency to cruelty, aggression, sudden bursts of anger, and an unbridled temperament were noted. A higher magic was used. Ours and that of the priests in various temples. All attempts ended in the girls' deaths.
That speaks badly of you, not the girls. And so we've now got the first corpses. I take it the only autopsies were done on them.
No. Don't look at me like that. You know very well that there were more corpses too. It was initially decided to eliminate all of them. We got rid of a few. Autopsies were done on all of them. One of them was even vivisectioned.
And you sons of bitches have the nerve to criticize witches. Ah, Stregobor. The day will come when people will learn and get the better of you.
I don't think a day like that will come soon. Don't forget that we were acting in the people's defense. The mutant girls would have drowned entire countries in blood.
Surely you're not going to tell me that in your hunt for these so-called mutants, You haven't once made a mistake.
We did make a mistake. More than one. Picking them out was extremely difficult, and that's why we stopped getting rid of them, and started isolating them instead.
Your famous towers.
Our towers. But that was another mistake. We underestimated them. Many escaped. Then some mad fashion to free imprisoned beauties took hold of princes, especially the younger ones, who didn't have much to do and still less to lose. Most of them, fortunately, twisted their necks.
As far as I know, those imprisoned in the towers died quickly. It's been said you must have helped them somewhat.
That's a lie. But it is true that they quickly fell into apathy, refused to eat. What is interesting is that shortly before they died, they showed signs of the gift of clairvoyance. Further proof of mutation.
Your proofs are becoming ever less convincing. Do you have any more?
I do. Sylvena, the Lady of Narok, whom we never managed to get close to because she gained power so quickly. Terrible things are happening in Narok now. Fielka, Evermir's daughter, escaped her tower using a homemade rope and is now terrorizing North Velhard. Bernica of Talga was freed by an idiot prince. Now he's sitting in a dungeon, blinded, and the most common feature of the Talga landscape is a set of gallows. There are other examples too.
Of course there are. In Yammerlak, for instance, old man Abrad reigns. He's got scrofula, not a single tooth in his head. Was probably born some 100 years before this eclipse, and can't fall asleep unless someone's being tortured to death in his presence. Oh, Stregobor, it would be great if the cruelty of rulers could be explained away by mutations or curses.
Listen, Geralt.
No, you won't win me over with your reasons, nor convince me that Eltibald wasn't a murdering madman. So let's get back to the monster threatening you. You'd better understand that, after the introduction you've given me, I don't like the story, but I'll hear you out.
Without interrupting with spiteful comments?
That I can't promise.
Well, the story begins in Craden, a small principality in the north. The wife of Fredefolk, the Prince of Craden, was Aridea, a wise, educated woman. She had many exceptional adepts of the magical arts in her family, and, through inheritance no doubt, she came into possession of a rare and powerful artifact. One of Nehelenia's mirrors. They're chiefly used by prophets and oracles, because they predict the future accurately, albeit intricately. Aridea quite often turned to the mirror.
With the usual question, I take it. Who's the fairest of them all? I know, all Nehelenia's mirrors are either polite or broken.
You're wrong. Aridea was more interested in her country's fate, and the mirror answered her questions by predicting a horrible death for her and for a great number of others by the hand, or fault, of Fredefolk's daughter. Aridea ensured this news reached the council, and the council sent me to Craden. I don't have to add that Fredefolk's firstborn daughter was born shortly after the eclipse. I was quite discreet for a little while. She managed to torture a canary and 2 puppies during that time, and also gouged out a servant's eye with the handle of a comb. I carried out a few tests using curses, and most of them confirmed that the little one was a mutant. Aridea, as I said, wasn't stupid.
Of course. And no doubt she wasn't head over heels in love with her stepdaughter. She preferred her own children to inherit the throne. I can guess what followed. How come nobody throttled her? And you too, while they were at it.
I wanted to isolate her, but Aridea decided otherwise. She sent the little one out into the forest with a hired thug, a trapper. We found him later in the undergrowth, without any trousers, so it wasn't hard to recreate the turn of events. She had dug a brooch pin into his brain, through his ear. No doubt, while his attention was on entirely different matters.
If you think I feel sorry for him, Then you're wrong.
We organized a manhunt, but all traces of the little one had disappeared. I had to leave Creighton in a hurry. Then, 4 years later, I received news from Aridea. She tracked down the little one, who was living in Mahakam with 7 gnomes whom she'd managed to convince it was more profitable to rob merchants on the roads than to pollute their lungs with dust from the mines. She was known as Shrike because she liked to impale people she caught on a sharp pole while they were still alive. Several times Aridea hired assassins, but none of them returned. Well, then it became hard to find anyone to try. Shrike had already become quite famous. She'd learned to use a sword so well there was hardly a man who could defy her. I was summoned and arrived in Creighton secretly, only to learn that someone had poisoned Aridea. It was generally believed that it was the work of Fredefolk, who had found himself a younger, more robust mistress. But I think it was Renfrey.
Renfrey.
That's what she was called. I said she'd poisoned Aridea. Shortly afterwards, Prince Fredefold died in a strange hunting accident, and Aridea's eldest son disappeared without a word. That must have been the little one's doing too. I say little, but she was 17 by then, and she was pretty well developed. Meanwhile, she and her gnomes had become the terror of the whole Mahakam, until one day they argued about something. I don't know what, sharing out the loot, or whose turn it was to spend the night with her. Anyway, they slaughtered each other with knives. Only Shrike survived. Only her. I was nearby at the time. We met face to face. She recognized me in a flash and knew the part I'd played in Creighton. I tell you, Geralt, I had barely managed to utter a curse, and my hands were shaking like anything when that wildcat flew at me with a sword. I turned her into a neat slab of mountain crystal, 6 ells by 9. When she fell into a lethargy, I threw the slab into the gnome's mine and brought the tunnels down on it.
Shabby work. That spell could have been reversed. Couldn't you have burnt her to cinders? You know so many nice spells after all.
No, it's not my specialty. But you're right. I did make a hash of it. Some idiot prince found her, spent a fortune on a counter-curse, reversed the spell, and triumphantly took her home to some out-of-the-way kingdom in the east. His father, an old brigand, proved to have more sense. He gave his son a hiding, and questioned Shrike about the treasures which she and the gnomes had seized, and which she'd hidden. His mistake was to allow his elder son to assist him when he had her stretched out, naked, on the executioner's bench. Somehow, the following day, that same eldest son, now an orphan bereft of siblings, was ruling the kingdom. And Shrike had taken over the office of first favorite.
Meaning she can't be ugly.
That's a matter of taste. It soon became clear that she hadn't forgotten about me. She tried to assassinate me 3 times in Kovir. I decided not to risk a 4th attempt and to wait her out in Pontar. Again, she found me. This time, I escaped to Angren. But she found me there too. I don't know how she does it. I cover my traces well. It must be a feature of her mutation.
What stopped you from casting another spell? To turn her into crystal? Scruples?
No, I don't have any of those. She had become resistant to magic.
That's impossible.
It's not. It's enough to have the right artifact or aura. All this could be associated with her mutation, which is progressing. I escaped from Angren and hid here, in Arksea, in Blaviken. I've lived in peace for a year. But she's tracked me down again.
How do you know? Is she already in town?
Yes, I saw her in the Crystal Ball. She's not alone. She's leading a gang, which shows that she's brewing something serious. Geralt, I don't have anywhere else to run. I don't know where I could hide. The fact that you arrived here exactly at this time can't be a coincidence. It's fate.
What's on your mind?
Surely it's obvious. You're going to kill her.
I'm not a hired thug, Stregobor.
You're not a thug. Agreed.
I kill monsters for money, beasts which endanger people, horrors conjured up by spells and sorceries, cast by the likes of you, not people.
She's not human. She's exactly a monster. A mutant. A cursed mutant. You brought a Kikimora here. Shrike's worse than a Kikimora. A Kikimora kills because it's hungry. But Shrike does it for pleasure. Kill her and I'll pay you whatever sum you ask. Within reason, of course.
I've already told you. I consider the story about mutations and Lilith's curse to be nonsense. The girl has her reasons for settling her account with you, and I'm not going to get mixed up in it. Turn to the older man, to the town guards. You're the town wizard. You're protected by municipal law.
I spit on the law, the alderman and his help. I don't need defense. I need you to kill her. Nobody's going to get into this tower. I'm completely safe here. But what's that to me? I don't intend to spend the rest of my days here, and Shrike's not going to give up while I'm alive. Am I to sit here in this tower and wait for death?
They did. Do you know what, magician? You should have left that hunt for the girls to other, more powerful wizards. You should have foreseen the consequences.
Please, Geralt.
No, Stregobor.
Geralt, when we were listening to Eltebold, many of us had doubts. But we decided to accept the lesser evil. Now I ask you to make a similar choice.
Evil is evil, Stregobor. Lesser, greater, middling. It's all the same. Proportions are negotiated, boundaries blurred. I'm not a pious hermit. I haven't done only good in my life. But if I'm to choose between one evil and another, then I prefer not to choose at all. Time for me to go. We'll see each other tomorrow.
Maybe, if you get here in time.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. We will continue this another time. I hope to see you again on my channel, and give it a like and maybe a subscribe if you like the video. Alright, check you guys later.